Greetings from lovely Medina, North Dakota. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Well, as you know, FARRMS grows farmers. And if you're not familiar with our organization, stay tuned. We'd like to fill you in on all of our good work. But before that, I want you to know that you grow farmers also. Every time you support our organization with the cash donation, large or small, you're growing farmers. When you volunteer to help us out, you're growing farmers. When you're purchasing, cooking, learning how to can, buying things from farmers, you are helping to grow farmers. And we want to help you and the farmers. So, when we begin our weekly Wednesday webinar series in January, Happy New Year, by the way, we'd like to offer you our sessions for free. That's right. Usually we charge $10 per session, and we run about 16 weeks in conjunction with the school year. But if you watch this video and look for keywords that have nothing to do with what I'm saying, go to the FARRMS website at www.farms.org. You can register for any and all of our new semester of classes for free by inputting one or all of those keywords. I'm not going to tell you too much more about that. I want you to figure it out. And I want you to stay tuned and learn more about FARRMS. We have a fairly small staff. Sue Belcom took over as executive director after Annie Carlson left a little over a year ago. Oh wait, that would be me, just in case you don't recognize my voice. Cynthia Calder has been doing our bookkeeping and organizing our grants. She's a fabulous resource for us. But we wouldn't be where we are today without our wonderful board and volunteers like you. Our board of directors is currently Mindy Schmitz from Jamestown as president. Keith Knutson is our vice president, and he's from Botno. Paul Brown is our secretary, and he does an amazing job taking minutes. He's from Bismarck. Our two newest board members are Jonathan Moser and Jeff Weisfinning. Jonathan is from the Streeter area, and Jeff is from Bismarck. Annie Kirschenman is the last remaining board member who was a founding board member. We've been a nonprofit organization since about 2001, and we are housed in a beautiful building in Medina, North Dakota. We rent our wonderful classroom out for meetings. In case you're looking for a space to have a meeting, we would be happy to accommodate you. Our current programs include, but are not limited to, Grants to Grow, Seed Breeders Grants to Grow, our intern program, Farm to School, Farm Food Safety Training, Farm Beginnings, our webinar education series, which does include the weekly Wednesday webinars, but a few other things also. And we are working on the Summit on Local Economies, or SOLE, and a Light Processing Center feasibility study, because we really want to grow farmers. In 2014, we had 5 $1,000 grants awarded, and those are for small projects. You can be an individual or you can be a community that applies for these grants. They have to be for something sustainable or pertaining to the growth of local foods in the state. Our 2014 microcredit loans and partial grants were awarded to 4 farms. Carrie Stronier Tappan, Jonathan and Hannah at Forger Farms in Streeter, Mirk and Julie Petrovic, who own Slavic Heritage Farm near Rugby, and Mike and Lindsay Osley, who are from Carrington. We're happy to be a part of growing these farmers. Our loan program is set up with easy payback of an annual payment for the first 3 years of about $330. After the 4th year, interest kicks in, and then you'll be making a little bit larger annual payment. But the good news is that 1/3 of the ask, up to $10,000, is given to you in the form of a grant that doesn't have to be paid back. Our grant applications are due every year on December 1st, so you missed the deadline this year, but keep us in mind for next year. You need to prove that you are actually a business or a farm business, let's say. You will need to come up with a sustainable project, which I don't think would be very difficult. Since 2008, these are some of the projects that we've funded. We've helped people start orchards. We've given them some money for fences or water for livestock, or to keep livestock out of a garden. Hoop houses, any kind of small equipment that would be helpful. to the production of fruits and vegetables and maybe small animals. And then, of course, everybody likes to buy chickens, don't they? Here's Tim and Angela Seavey's new crop of chickens. They were a Grants to Grow recipient. Here's their chicken tractors that they have for their chickens and some sheep that are on their farm. Lori Martin from Roving Donkey Farm is also a Grants to Grow recipient. She farms near Bismarck, and she has been very helpful to us in promoting farm to school activities. This is a tomato tasting where she was kind enough to bring some tomatoes. We met Monica Cox, the cook in the background, at Youth Correctional Center in Mandan, and we showed those children that tomatoes are not just red. They come in other colors and they have a wonderful flavor. Monica said after Lori and I left, the kids wanted more tomatoes for supper, and so we're pretty happy to oblige. Everybody that lives in Mandan knows about Brian and Angie McGinnis and Riverbound Farm. It's one of the more successful CSAs in the area. It's certainly one of the largest. We have had the honor of working with Brian as a board member and as a Grants to Grow recipient. Here's Julia Petrovic's wonderful Slavic Heritage Farm website. If you do nothing else after watching this video, go in and check out what they're doing near Rugby. They're a wonderful young couple with lots of children, lots of animals, and they're working on creating a beautiful berry patch. They were a Grants to Grow recipient. We helped them with some equipment that they needed dearly. Keith Knutson, another board member and good friend of ours, does farm food safety training for us. Here we had a field trip at Eden McLeod's place near McCluskey. We did this as part of our farm to school programming, hoping that farmers would better be able to market their wares if the school food service people knew that they had been through a farm food safety training course. As you know, the Food Safety Modernization Act may or may not take effect in the near future, but when it does, it will definitely have an impact on our small farmers. We have spent countless hours writing letters and asking them to let us go. We just want to buy local food. But in the event that they're going to require that everybody has farm food safety or GAP, good ag practice training, we thought we'd get a little bit ahead of the curve and offer it ourselves. We since moved it to part of the Farm Beginnings course. Farm Beginnings is a wonderful course sponsored by the Land Stewardship Project in Minnesota. FARRMS is sanctioned to teach the class in North Dakota. We currently are doing 8 sessions. They start in October. They end in January with a business plan, a farm food safety plan, and a presentation by the farmers on what they hope to achieve in the next years. Every bank requires a business plan, and why should little farmers or small farmers be any different? So we'd like to help them get a jump start on that by offering this great Farm Beginnings training. Our Seed Breeders Club is a collaborative effort with Northern Plains Sustainable Ag, and currently we have 8 projects. Some of those are ongoing. Some of them we're waiting on reports. As you know, you can't force Mother Nature into cooperating. We had one new request in 2014. We will be opening those applications up again in January, I believe. So if you're out there and you're interested in heritage grains and other kinds of vegetables, heirlooms, things that aren't growing readily, contact us and we can get you hooked up with the right people to help us seed breed. Our 2014 intern program was amazing. We had 14 intern applications. Most of them were from out of state, some from even out of the country. We had 7 farm applications, and in the end we placed 8 interns on 4 farms. Currently we're working on increasing the stipend for our interns, increasing their library of books, planning a few more get-togethers, and those applications are coming out in January also. We're going to have a busy January. So if you know of someone who's willing to intern, or if you are a farmer looking for 1 to 3 interns, let FARRMS help you with that. Here's one of our meet and greets in our beautiful office in Medina. There is that absolutely beautiful art wall that we have for our donor program. We'll talk to you about that at a later date if you're interested. Oh, we're very excited to be hosting, with the help of a USDA grant, the very first summit on local economies. We're hoping to find some economic direction with local food enterprises because, as you know, you can't eat oil. So, the summit will take place on April 14th and 15th. We're currently looking for farmers who wish to showcase their businesses on April 14th at a networking session with the economic developers, job development authorities, and consumers that are attending the conference. We have some money for travel, we have some money for hotel rooms. If you are a farmer and you are at all interested in being a part of our Farmer Showcase on April 14th and then attending the session on April 15th, which will be jam-packed full of wonderful speakers, it will have opportunities for networking and opportunities for creating ideas and lobbying your economic developers to, hey, put a little money towards local foods and farm enterprises. It's a win-win situation. Contact us or watch your mail. We're mailing out applications for farmers. We're mailing out registrations, and there'll be an online registration opening up for this conference on January 15th. Well, now here we are, Otto Bremer webinars. That's what we're here for, right? We want to learn something in 2015, and so this is how you do it. We started using our web-based training platform in 2012. We use this platform for education, we use it for board meetings, we use it for policy meetings. Anytime people need to get together and talk to each other, we're willing to share our software with any organization that falls in line with our mission. But we also feature 16 weeks of webinars per school semester, kind of like going back to school. We have probably 5 semesters worth of classes, and our spring semester starts again January 28th. All of these webinars are recorded. And now we're going to offer this semester free to anybody who has made it through this lengthy video about farms and found those keywords that you can plug in as your free pass to any or all of those webinars. In the end, we're going to send out an evaluation, or maybe after each of the webinars that you watch, you'll receive an evaluation. Please fill it out. We need to improve the program, ditch the program, continue the program, find more funding for the program. Use your comments to help us get better speakers, more relevant topics. And after that, we'll compile all those comments and we will release to everyone who's participated all of the recorded sessions. That's more than 60 webinars with absolutely wonderful speakers, topics like composting, starting an orchard, things to do and not do when you start your own business, raising chickens, making soup stock from those chickens, canning, pressure canning, quick, easy meals, all kinds of wonderful things for consumers and producers alike. So, please find those keywords, even if you have to go back and watch this video again. Go to our website at www.farrms.org and register for any or all of those spring webinars. And in the end, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us 701-527-5169 or email sbalcom@farrms.org. Now, I think I'm going to go cook me some carrots.